Hi. Well, Scorpio season has been intense but also pulling you to deepen your self-care. And well, the common theme is making friends with your shadow side. Like, why am I triggered to do things a certain way? Why does my dynamic with people happen in this way over and over again? And Scorpio season threw that, or is throwing that in our faces. It could be about money, it could be about platonic relationships, romantic relationships, how you operate on a daily routine and what works for you, what doesn't, and especially health. Health. Are you hydrating enough? Are you eating and nourishing your body well? Are you giving yourself the right amount of rest? Are you working yourself to burnout? These are things that are really needing to be addressed, right? So I wanted to do the full moon tarot spread. So after we just had our new moon in Scorpio, now we're having our moon lit. It's lit at night, right? We can also chalk up like what happened with Astro World and the concert with Travis Scott and how dangerous and crazy that went, like how that went down. It's shocking, it's crazy, and I can only see that it is really a full moon lunar eclipse moment, because eclipses really bring out a shocking matter or just something really out of the blue, like, wow, that didn't go as I thought, that didn't go as planned. So Four of Swords is here. This is someone who rests, takes naps, lays their thoughts of any sort and just lets them come to them and holds them in. There's no pressure to, push a conversation, push an energy to do something or say something. You just simply are in a state of existence. And, this is definitely someone taking a nap or just laying down in bed at night or daytime, whenever you're in the bed. And there's like this quiet strength. You're taking each moment step by step, and you're doing it in an emotionally detached way. So step by step, you just have this quiet strength to, it's just like, to me, it's like being up at 3 a.m, knowing you need to go to sleep, but you can't do anything quite yet. You just stay in the bed, you just rest, you don't obsess, you don't attack anyone, you don't turn to a vice, you just simply exist in a detached way. And I hope that's helping. I do want to clarify the Eight of Cups. So you're doing this quiet strength, right? You're in a bathtub, you're in an empty bathtub, you just reflect. You're reflecting with a quiet strength. And the Four of Pentacles is like, you don't share all of your details of the things you've experienced on your own, alone. There's very much about like experiencing your woes and keeping them private, keeping them to yourself, or not wanting to get attention or pry for anything from the universe to, be impulsive, make me happy right now, do anything. You're just like, I'm gonna endure this in the most, I'm going to endure this in the most quiet way. It's not even pensive. It's just like you exist and you're just like flowing, like you're a tree. Trees are chill every day. They don't move, they stay still, and they let the wind push them however they want them to be pushed. They're like, I'm good with this. And then the Knight of Wands, like someone, a person, or a physical motivating energy is like, hey, I want to show up for you. Hey, come out. Hey. This is like a message, someone who's ready, willing, and able to rush to your aid while you're going to have great strength. And you're not telling anyone about what you're going through. You're not telling anyone how much strength you've had to gather to save your money, to hold your thoughts to yourself, to emotionally detach from any situations that would ask you to invest more of your nostalgia, more of your emotions, right? You're not letting your emotions run the show. And I feel like you're finding great strength to friggin' do that. I'm gonna clarify the strength card. What are we as a collective having to carry great strength for? Wow, okay. The Ace of Cups. It's a card of, this is like giving someone a cup of water, a cup of, like, do you need something to fill your soul? Do you need something to fill your emotions? And it's like you're having great faith, great strength to believe in the new source of, I want to say love, or just emotional beginnings, like a new, like, there's so much wrapped up here with the Eight of Cups, but they look pretty empty, and they look like just a collection of awards that may not be fulfilling to you anymore. But you're having to have this strength to believe that your new cup, a new cycle of cups, a new cycle of emotions will eventually happen. And the person around you sees you having this quiet, emo to myself stage, and they want to show up for you. There's always going to be a person here to show up for you, right? After you've gone through the quiet storm. And then the Two of Wands, to me, is a slide. It's a path. It's a new path. To me, this represents an energy of someone pushing you down the slide before you were ready to. And then at the end of the ride, the only thing you could see is that person really, really liked it and felt thrilled by it and was goofed off by it, or they're really pissed, they got hurt on the way down, they did not like that surprise push. So maybe there's someone here who's like, look, I can do this for you, I can show up for you in this way, I can do da. And then the King of Pentacles is like, this is someone who's trying to give you they're generous with their time, they're generous with their wealth, they have a position to be able to give in a materially abundant way to you. So say like a boss shows up with like help, like they're like, oh, you seem to be going through this quiet storm over here, do you need assistance? And you're like, wait, that's way too uncomfortable for me. You're like, I don't want to be codependent on you. I don't want to call a friend, right? I don't want to reach out for help. I need to do this on my own. I need to always deal with this on my own. But there's people here who are like, no, we can help you. And you're like, okay, that's nice. And I think once you experience, like, you have gone through your quiet storm, but you don't have to keep going through it alone. The Queen of Cups is out to be like, she'll nurture this situation. She's privy to it. She'll entertain it. She'll emote with it. She's chilling on her perk and has a glass. And, this is like a very femme energy. So I'm going to say like a beautiful woman sitting on her couch or something with like a nice glass of wine or a glass of seltzer water. And she's just like chilling, right? And now she feels way more comfortable than where she was just kind of alone and not having a glass of anything. She wasn't taking a sip from the cup, but it's here, and now it's in her hand. So I feel like before she wasn't, it's like you're not holding the emotions. Man, this is tough. If you've been spending the last few months being detached, not engaging with true emotions for yourself and with others, or engaging with the real passion behind what it is that you do, what it is that you love, your hobbies, your projects, you haven't been finding that spark. But there's gonna be a moment of someone, there's gonna be a moment of someone, the same cup that you're like, God, I hope there's a new passion that waves over me for my projects, for me to like really feel like I'm immersed in my world rather than just existing in it. And it comes. It's the Queen of Pentacles. She takes care of herself. She knows her self-value and others can see it. And the Eight of Wands is like, quickly, walking, going, traveling, like accumulating, like finishing the essay in like one night that you thought would take like 3 weeks to do, like because you just find it so worth your time and so valuable. So that Knight of Wands shows up and it's like, hey, what do you need? Cool, I'm gonna go get this and this and this for you because I love you. And it just warms and it overwhelms your heart. It's warm. Is it warm? I mean, it's like being invited inside from the cold ass winter nights outside, and you go into this person's house who you didn't expect to invite you over, and you're like, thanks for the invite. I really, really, really feel better inside rather than alone, enduring my own sort of pensive emptiness. And then the Princess of Swords she's a cautionary tale, right? She's like, I'm in it, I'm drinking my glass of champagne, but also I'm on guard, right? But it's funny because this person is like, no, get over here. I see your worth, I see your value. Let me give you something that will help you, aid you, take care of you. But the Princess of Swords, like, she's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm in it to win it, but I'm still on guard. Princess of Swords, she's like, she's not going to tell you all her tea unless she feels safe to be telling the tea, you know? She's like, she'll say it if she has to. And I know I'm using pronouns she, hers, they is acceptable. Use these pronouns however it fits into your story or your life. It's just these cards are I'm very much hardwired to say she, he right now. They include it, okay? But yeah, Princess of Swords with the Temperance, and that's tempering yourself, having to deal with situations, having to really, really practice a mild mannerism of don't attack anyone with the sword, right? It's bent back. She doesn't want to point it at anyone or stab anybody, but she definitely has a lot on her mind. But I mean, some things are better left unsaid rather than really saying like all the things about how you got to this state, why you feel so on guard. Hey, Leaf. Hey, girl, get back over there. I know. Talk to your plants. Guys, it really works. She's not listening to me right now. Get over there. I'm so sorry. Okay. She did not want this to be seen. Anyways, she wanted her abundance to cover up what she's really hiding. Ooh, what she's really hiding. Okay, so full moon, Taurus is about your values and material wealth and working hard while also being luxurious and having the nice things, like, cause self-care, you know, like I need a pair of new shoes and you feel good. I need a new crystal rock for my collection and you go get it. Like these material things, the things that ground you, the things that you can hold. The things that you can hold, like this brings me joy, even though it doesn't do anything. It's a candlestick, but it's so sparkly and it's made of glass and it just makes me happy. It's a material grounding thing. It actually has some weight to it. And I noticed through my move, I just moved recently, that a lot of things that hold weight have value. And it's a lot of work to carry that stuff around, but it adds value to your life. So when you feel like the cup of water, the long late nights alone, but you know that you have faith and love coming towards you, and yet you also need to save your finances. You don't want to just impulsively spend or impulsively share everything. You know, this person still shows up. There's still like a moment, like a miracle moment of being like, hey, no, I can help you. Yeah, we can go here. And you're like, right now? You want to go right now? It's like, yeah, this is like a cute like date night couple. This is a cute partnership where someone's like, hey, ma'am, I have knowledge on this thing. I know how to build this thing. I know how to work on this project. And you're like, okay, tell me how. Okay, you show me. I'm just sitting here stressing. You show me then. You let the teacher teach you. And the Princess of Swords is like, it's a vulnerable state to release that self-independence, because I know so many people are working through not being codependent. And when it's you working for yourself, when it's you creating your material abundance, it can be kind of hard to just trust anybody, because it's a risk. It's always a risk. Like, who's going to screw me over? If you have that mindset, then yes, you're gonna get screwed over. But it's more so about like, how can I steadily hold my values and my ethics and my moral beliefs whilst also dealing with this person's new way of doing it? And then you also see that person as, I mean, look at them. They look pretty well established in who they are. So maybe they do have the tea. They have the secret. They're like, you've been doing this, I've been doing this. You should look at how you do, yeah, you should look at how you should do this. Get involved here with how you can be a King of Pentacles. You can be an earth sign who values their material things. You're privy to learn from them. You're open to observing how you can develop your routines, your habits that have to do with physically existing on the planet. Not the emo stuff, not the intellectual, not just emoting. Yes, that's important, but how are you doing it physically with my mitts? Shout out to Sin City. And the Ace of Swords is giving you that new truth. It's telling you you should stop saying this and doing this about yourself, and you should start saying this and doing this about yourself. And then like the people who want to help you, the people that you've always thought you were meant to be around or feel like within yourself, it shows up for you. You're like, oh, I do like having spaghetti at 3 a.m. I don't know why that came up. It's like finding the true you who likes to do certain things. And, you know, it's like this person helps you discover the earthy sensual pleasures that you actually like about yourself. I mean, these two people are naked, sorry. I've never apologized for the lovers before. I usually don't give a hoot. So it's like, yeah, I think these two people do have a divine connection. Like, I can show you the world. Like, Aladdin's like, hop on my carpet at nighttime. And she's like, okay. And then maybe, you know, and and then the Knight of Wands is just like, it's the same person. It's the same guy. Knight of Wands, right? And I shuffled for him earlier. See, I'm gendering. Sorry, guys. And this person just like is like a rescuer. Like, this is like the ambulance showing up to your aid. This is like the guy at the collision shop who's like, I know a better deal for you. Like, I know how to make you better. Like, I don't know. And they just tell you some new information that you're like, well, shoot, I like that. That works out for me. This is a connection divinely meant for me. It's like bumping into someone who can rush to your aid, who's giving you more valuable information than you thought you could have earlier. And I think that's why the Temperance is out. You're like, I don't know, should I trust it? I don't know, are you trying to scam me? It's like, no, honey, they're not trying to scam you. And like I said, don't have such a mentality that people are out to get you, to leave you in the cold, to take your money. If you align with your abundance, you can easily make better decisions and be wise. You can spot a heckler, a scammer a mile away if you don't have such a Five of Pentacles mindset. So I feel like, oh, hold on. Your energy card is focus. So their eye is open to the heart shape here. So it's like, be open to what opens up your heart. Well, more so focus on it. Focus on what's bringing you in alignment with a heart-like shape. And then this one's closed. I think you could be tuning into your third eye with the focus here. I think it wants you to pay attention. Like I said, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the people around you who are showing up for you like this, who are like, I have a better way of doing that. It's going to really help you. It's like they're teaching you something that could last like a lifetime. Like, you'll never forget this trade or skill. And you're just like, okay, I know I can keep this. I know I can make money off of this for a while. I know that like once you learn a skill, it's with you and you won't have nothing to rest on, right? And there's also joy here. And I did say open earlier. Just focus on what brings you joy. Keep your eyes open. You'll feel it. That's funny that I'm talking about feelings when I said that the lunar eclipse in Taurus is about your physical reality. Oh, feel it. No, I'm on point, y'all. Feel it, as in feel the textures of the leaves, feel the physical of existing, feel, you know, the ground, feel the soil beneath your feet, feel a fistful of sand, feel what gives you joy, feel that texture of the fabrics of clothing that you like. Feel the texture of the foods that you eat, what grosses you out and what ones feel really juicy and tender and firm like a fudge pie. That was weird. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good full moon. Be safe. The lunar eclipse brings some gentle, unique surprises, and you're able to handle them in a very slow, grounded way, just like a Taurus, all right? Link up with your Taurus friends and look at how grounded they move. That's my thing. Love them. Okay. Peace out.